Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do the weekly reading for the lovely sign of Libra. Okay, I'm huffing and puffing. I just ran up and down the stairs. Sometimes I go and do something downstairs and then I think, oh, I forgot that, and I'll race a second time, and of course I'll come back up and start the video and then think I should have waited for a few minutes. Okay, Libra. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. If you are interested in a personal reading with me, doing life coaching, giving your life a bit of a kickstart, all of the instructions are below. Just a reminder that these readings are only general. So if it doesn't resonate with you, make sure you check out other aspects of your natal chart, or alternatively, look at another reader. If the reading does resonate with you, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. Okay, we have the Two of Cups jumping out here, which is really nice. Some sort of soulmate relationship coming in here. Okay. So we have the Seven of Swords coming through. And the Seven of Swords is a card that talks about trying to get away with something. It's like trying to sneak away in the middle of the night with something that doesn't belong to you. It's like trying to get away with not talking to someone or sharing your ideas. Maybe even trying to sneak away with someone else's property. It's sometimes seen as the card of betrayal, but then so is the Ten of Swords. So it's sort of how you're reading it within the reading. When it comes up like this and you're working from nothing, it almost feels like you're being advised here that something is about to happen or going to happen that may make you feel someone's trying to get away with something around you. All right, so we have the Three of Wands. Now maybe you're trying to get away with something. Are you trying to escape from something, trying to go somewhere, trying to do something without telling anybody? Because that's the energy that's coming across here. So maybe you're thinking of moving on here and not telling somebody that you're moving on. So maybe you're escaping or you're moving away from some sort of relationship or some sort of situation where you feel speaking up or talking about it would cause you more issues and problems than just by going. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, see, walking away from something. Okay. This could be metaphorically, or it could be a moving away from a person. It may be that you are doing it in a mental way, or it could be you are physically deciding to move away from someone. Now the energy here is saying to me you're either going to ghost someone or you're not going to be clear about why you moved away. We see this as being dishonest. It is very difficult when somebody does it to us because we feel that we haven't been explained as to why somebody's done it. But psychologically, it's easier to do than to explain. So there have been times for all of us in our lives where we think it is better just to go undercover rather than speaking up. It's so much easier not to have to deal with the conflict. You may be hurting, you may not want to get hurt, and sometimes we choose this option of just walking away because we feel that if we try to explain ourselves, the other person might get upset or angry with us if we're not wanting to be around them anymore. So sometimes it's an option we choose because it's easier for us. It's easier for us. It doesn't hurt so much. So I feel like some of you here have either had someone do this to you or you're doing this to someone else. There is dissatisfaction in some situation here, which is creating this energy of wanting to move on just quietly, unnoticed, without having to speak up. Okay, there seems to have been some sort of choice here with the Two of Swords, and the Ten of Cups is here. So I cannot help thinking that you are bringing in a great deal of happiness to yourself by making this choice. So it could be that you're moving away from someone who's maybe verbally or emotionally abusive. You could be moving away from a situation where you realize that if you allow people to talk to you, they may change your mind. They may be manipulative or cruel. But whatever you're doing here, you're moving away from a situation for your own happiness. And that's really important. So there is something here that says to me this had to be done in order for you to move towards that Ten of Cups. If someone's done this to you or moved away from you, maybe in some way, shape or form, it's freeing you up. Maybe, it's not easy to have someone not give you closure or close something down. It's not easy. But maybe then you can find your own closure and move on to your own happiness, and just understand that perhaps that person did that because they didn't want to hurt you, no matter what you're thinking about. All right, let's have a look. So we have the Page of Pentacles coming through. The Page of Pentacles is often a gift, a token of appreciation, could be an apology, could be an offer of something. But the pages are only messengers. They come in to give us messages. So this can be seen as something like a gift in the mail. There's no action here. So it can be a gift in the mail, possibly a text message, an email. It may be somebody just sliding something under your door. It could be something like flowers, but it is not a gift in terms of this person presenting it themselves. Somebody's taking the easy way out here. Whether this is you or whether this is another person. Because this almost feels like, thanks very much, see you later. That's what it feels like. Thank you for what you've done, but I'm not staying anymore. I'm moving on. All right, let's have a look and see where we're going with this. All right, so we have the Five of, somebody's ghosting here for sure. Knight of Pentacles coming through. Some of you could be walking away from a job here without letting them know you don't want to work for them anymore. Whoever this is, whether this is you or whether it's somebody you know, because these readings do flip-flop and they're general. There is definitely, oh my goodness, I felt like I swallowed a fly. There is a walking away from something. No explanation given. No excuses given. Someone is walking away from something. Something that's created some sort of conflict. They want to start their lives again. Some of you may have been planning or plotting to move away from a relationship where you have been treated really badly. So if you're doing that, I want to say you're doing the best thing. You're really getting away from something that you really shouldn't have been in the first place. But maybe you let it go on for too long. This Knight of Pentacles has a habit of taking a long time to see something. I really feel like here that you are maybe even leaving a note behind to say thank you so much for what you've done, but I'm just not interested. I'm moving on. Because I feel here with this Judgment card that you're having a rebirth, you're coming back, you're doing something again. You may be starting your life again. You may be starting some sort of situation over again. But for some of you, this could be walking away from a job or some sort of situation here that is not giving you happiness anymore. All right, and that's what you're after, your Ten of Pentacles here. All right, yeah, see, Six of Pentacles. Someone wasn't putting into this situation. Seven of Pentacles. Can I say they're all Pentacles in this reading? So some of you, this could be about walking away from financial obligations here as well. Maybe you've done a switch on someone here. Sometimes when you leave someone, it's a matter of just cutting your losses and going. And I feel like this is what someone's doing here. It's almost like you're just... There may be some financial setbacks here, but you're sort of throwing caution to the wind and saying, I don't care anymore. I'm getting out. I want to start again. I can't do this anymore. I'm leaving someone behind here. I'm planning for the future. I want something that gives me back what I put in. Something that's going to bring me happiness too. Not just the money. Not just the money, just not the finances, just not the materialistic side of this. I want something more. Interesting reading. All right, so we could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio here. There's a lot of love. Someone wants to close out some sort of cycle here. And 3 of Cups. Wow. Okay, I cannot discount the fact that it looks like to me that someone's walking away from a situation that perhaps they stayed in for a long time because of the financial obligations of it. Very, very straightforward message here. I feel like somebody's seen material and money as being a very important part of who they are. And somebody's realizing here that this love that they have extends beyond the material. And somebody's walking away from something, leaving something behind. They've come to a decision here that trying to explain why they are leaving this situation or trying to go into some sort of explanation is probably going to cause more problems. It's like they're trying to keep the peace by walking away from this situation without perhaps even asking for anything in return. Because there's just too much conflict here to risk trying to do this in a different way. So somebody's just leaving it behind. For some of you here, this is definitely the closing out of some sort of relationship to move towards something new here with this Judgment card. So it may be that someone's closing out a relationship here to move towards a new person. But whoever this person is now leaving behind the material aspects of this union that they've been in. All right, let's just have a look what's going on. Okay, so we have the card of the 7 of Swords, which is trying to get away with something. I feel like somebody's walking to their future here and leaving behind something that was not emotionally satisfying. I feel that they've made some sort of choice here to walk towards their own happiness. I feel like you're dealing with someone who, and this could be you as well. So either way, flip-flop. You're either dealing with someone who was in another situation or you were in another situation. But the main theme of this reading is that someone's realizing the value of love over money and material aspects of their life. All right, clarifying with the King of Cups. There you go. Definitely dealing with Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Page of Swords coming through here. With the Sun. Somebody's going after their own happiness here. They're choosing to leave behind things that no longer serve them. And I feel like this person is giving away a lot of their material needs, perhaps stuff they've spent a lot of years here building up with the family. And they're moving away from that. They're closing out some sort of cycle here to manifest somebody else here, possibly from their past, but somebody they want a second chance with or a second go with. All right, let's have a look at the Gods and Titans Tarot. Oracle. I didn't pull as many out, actually. Oh yeah, we'll read from this now we've pulled it out. Oh, well, we'll take that one then, shall we? Oh, okay, that's interesting. We have the card of Hades here, which is the card of death. So death of the old here, coming through very strongly, straight to the page. Death is not always a negative thing. Everything has a season. Leave behind what you no longer need. Wow, okay. I'm not going to read the whole thing to you here because I think it is a really strong card in terms of the meaning of it. Somebody is allowing something to die. Something is allowing something to pass by here. This is about a leaving behind of something. and that everything has a lifespan. And I feel like somebody here is realizing that they have been trying to keep something alive that needed to be let go. The story of Hades and Persephone is a really good story, but I won't read it because it's quite long in this book. But I just want to say to you that this is very much about leaving something behind because it has done its term. It's done its season. All right, I'm going to get another card from the Wisdom of the Oracle. Very interesting to pull out that card, though. Oh, and this one wants to come out blessed. All right. So self-explanatory with the cards. Somebody is moving away from something and allow something to die because they know that something is on the other side of this, okay? Whatever this is, there's going to be a lot of joy and happiness, but they have decided something needs to go in order for something to be born again. So either this person, this isn't you, then you've got somebody coming back towards you who's allowed let something go here. Possibly something they'd been hanging on to because of the material aspects. But they're allowing that to go now. For some of you, they're leaving another family behind. But I'll leave you with that. Have a great week.